Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're talking about a real-life application of similar figures, so let's get right to it. We have an example here where an artist draws a replica of a painting that is on the Berlin Wall. The painting includes a red trapezoid. The shorter, which, by the way, the red trapezoid would have been this one right here. The shorter base of the similar trapezoid is the replica, so this one is going to be the size of the replica. So this is the original, this is the replica. In real life, this would have been the one that they're talking about. And if we look, we will see that, yeah, it cut off, but we will notice that this is definitely a trapezoid. We have two parallel sides, two non-parallel sides, because if the picture had continued, it would have looked somewhere around there. Trapezoid. So the shorter base of the similar trapezoid is 3.75 inches, which would have been this side. What is the height of the actual trapezoid? Or sorry, what is the height of the replica? The actual was 12 inches. All right, so a few things that we can take away from this. Number one, an artist draws a replica, and this means similar figure. So it's going to follow the same dimensions, only larger or smaller. So it's the idea that we've used scale to make it larger, or we'll use scale to make it smaller. We'll talk about scale in the next section, or one of the next sections, but that's what they've done. So if this is 15 inches tall and they only draw 3.75, we have to know to keep the same dimensions so it looks the same, only smaller or bigger. In this case, smaller, obviously, the replica is smaller. What do we need to make the height of our trapezoid to match this 12 inches? So the replica means that these are similar figures. So we should remember that similar means also proportional. Proportional means we set up a proportion. So we're looking at a relationship and comparing the bases and the height. So we don't have the second base, we don't have the side length, but we do have the height and we do have a base. So I'm going to start with the replica because that's the one it keeps talking about. The trapezoid, the replica is 3.75. So that's where I'm starting, and what I compare it to is the same side, different figure. So that means 15, because it's the same side would be right here, compared to this one right here. Then what is the height? Well, since we started on this one last time, we got to start on this one for our second part of the proportion, so we don't know that height, and then I compare it to the height of this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to calculate everything. And when we do that, we're going to get 3/4 of 12 is 9 plus 36, because 3 times 12 is 36. So 45. When we multiply these two, and then 45 divided by what's left should give us 3. So what we're looking at here is the height of the replica here, because h equals height, gotta spell that right, of replica, and h equals 3, and we're talking in inches, so the height of the replica must equal 3 inches. By the way, there's got to be a period there, and we'd be done. So what is the height of the trapezoid in the replica? It's 3 inches tall. Now pause the video and copy what is on your screen into your notebook. Now that you're back, anytime you have to rewatch the video for clarity or to remember something, you need to write what you picked up into your notes. Use arrows, circles, shapes, pictures, whatever else you need to add to your notes, but make them yours. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, always remember when you're learning, it's all about understanding the process, never just about the answer. We'll see you tomorrow.